Hey Aries, welcome back, welcome back. I'm excited for your reading because I feel like with Aries I can be myself freely, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what's going on for you guys, because if I feel that way before I'm even seeing the message, I know that it's going to be very freeing. Okay, let's see what's going on with my Aries for the next 2 weeks. By the way, this is what's happening. Okay, let's see. Speaking about being free. Wow. Okay, so Aries, this is a time for you, honey. Okay, I'm not even gonna sit up here and laugh. A very revolutionary time for yourself, though, and I can say that confidently just by looking at the cards that have come out. So you are going through a phase right now where you are transitioning towards something better. Hear me out when I say this. It may not feel like things are going well. You may feel like you're losing loved ones. You may feel like you are alone. You may feel like you don't know what to do next. But I'm telling you, the Eight of Cups means you're exiting a cycle. If you choose to move forward, you'll be exiting a cycle that you've outgrown. Trust me when I say that. I want you to understand that this energy does not always feel good. But I promise you there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I promise you you'll be so grateful that you left something behind. Or sometimes it leaves you and you're confused on why something isn't working out anymore. And before you know it, once you really start stepping into your new journey, your new chapter, you start to see, oh my gosh, I should have done that so much sooner. I should have left that situation alone a long time ago. We'll get into that in a second. Queen of Cups. All right, so you are nurturing your spiritual self. You are nurturing maybe the emotional parts of your life at this time. And if you're not doing it, this is saying you need to. We'll get into that in a second. We also have this moon card, Aries. Some shifts, okay? Some changes. And it's not always easy to have change, trust me. There's also a lot of truths coming out. And for, the combination of what I'm seeing, the moon card is not always fun for everybody. But one of the things I'm seeing here is things may look a certain way, but I promise you, you don't even know the half of how it really is. You just got to get through it. It's kind of like when it's foggy outside. You think you know what it looks like, but you can't really fully see what's ahead of you because there's fog in the way. So you can see it, but you can't see it clearly. So that's the situation you're in at this moment. Let's look into this Eight of Cups, okay? So let's look and see what you're being urged to leave behind, or maybe it already fell apart. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. So it's something dealing with your lifestyle. Something that you've been trying to manifest for yourself, or something you have manifested for yourself, but now it's like, I don't think that's what I want anymore. Or what it was supposed to be, you're evolving out of it, or maybe it's not what it's cracked up to be. Okay, Nine of Cups, definitely dealing with the things that you thought you wanted your life to look like, especially dealing with maybe your marriage, or maybe just the things that are near and dear to your heart, that your desires that you wanted, and you manifested these things. And I think that's where some of the guilt is coming from, and that's where some of the confusion is coming from, because you're like, I made this happen, why don't I want it now? Why do I feel like I need to leave it? Or why is it not working out anymore? Right? But sometimes it's because you're being prepared to be your next higher version of yourself. We outgrow things, like you can even, if you want to make it very simple, there's probably hairstyles and clothes that you used to wear 10 years ago that you would never be caught dead wearing. You know what I mean? And so that also happens within our emotional lives, within our mindsets, within our religion, within, our connection to God, spiritually speaking, emotionally, financially. There's a lot of things that can shift, and it doesn't mean that you're wrong for it. It doesn't mean that you don't appreciate what you had. It just means that you're moving up to something different. And I want you to understand that, Aries, because this Eight of Cups sometimes will tell you, no, you stay in what you have. You stay in it. Don't try to let it go. But the truth of the matter is, what you're walking towards is so much better than what you're sitting in now. The sadness, the emotional stuff, not being satisfied, that's what you're in right now. There's a certain cycle that whatever you're going through, there's a cycle that keeps repeating, and you're like, what is the problem? Why can't I escape this? You can. You have to leave it. God is trying to show you what you're in right now is not your destiny anymore. You've outgrown that, and that's okay, Aries. Okay? Queen of Cups, it's time for you to nurture yourself. It's time for you to nurture your connection to God. It's time for you to nurture the things you care about. It's time for you to be gentle with yourself. Six of Wands. It's time for you to be appreciated, Aries. And it doesn't mean you're being selfish. It means that you've done great, amazing things, you know, and it's time for you to be recognized for it. It's time for you to celebrate yourself, Aries. It's time for you to be happy around the people that you're around. You have to stop settling or stop being muted for other people's comfort. That used to work before, but for whatever reason, the universe is saying it's time for you to be in the spotlight. And I think where you're at currently, you're not allowed to do that. And so it's time for you to get up and walk away. All right? So the things that are changing, that you may be uncomfortable with, but it needs to happen, is dealing with your home life, your family life, your health, and possibly your finances are going to shift as well. So the good news, what I see, is that there's going to be you being in charge. Like, you're going to be able to handle it. You're going to be able to do exactly what you need to do. But then there's also help that you're going to have too, or help that you may need to get. And you may not be comfortable with that help, but it needs to happen. Okay? The point is, you will be okay. If this is your worry, if this is what you feel like, I can't see how this is going to work out, this is saying it will work out. You may need a little help, but it'll work out. Okay, Aries? And you're not in this on your own. Even if you are the only person going through this situation, you're not alone, because universe is here. Universe is helping me understand your situation. So you're not in it by yourself. Okay? And for those of you who have to leave a person behind or a relationship, I know you're scared, but Aries, you have what it takes. Okay, you have all the resources that you need to start your new journey. Okay, I know you're afraid, and I know you probably don't even want to say you're afraid, and that's okay. But just be real with yourself and really look at everything that you have accomplished. Even if someone else was a part of it, what part did you play? Because even if you're with someone who's way more successful than you, if you were a part of that journey, they may have not have gotten where they are without you. So that means you have qualities that can help yourself as you move forward. And it may be scary, but you can do it, Aries. You can do it. And I want to see you do this, because I know what you're moving towards is going to be really amazing for you, your spirit, your soul. You're going to be able to really glow from the inside out. You can do it, Aries, okay? I love you. I'll see you in the next one.